All right, let's step into the bubble. Ooh, we're flying. We are. It's not our first time. Kingdom sure looks deserted from up here. Thank you. It's been ruled by Narcissus for many years, and he's just the worst. He steals snacks from children, burst balloons, and screams. It's a comic book villain. Oh, bad people aren't just like that, right? Now, if they were, this world would be a much better place. Wow, we really are going high. So now we're in the water. God, that's weird. Weren't we just flying up into the sky in a bubble? Exactly. What happens if we swim down too far? Yes, we were. And, oh, there's a current. And we kept going up and up and up until we crashed headfirst into the water, right? That is correct. Yes? Is there something wrong? It's just a bit weird. There's so much wrong with this that Paimon doesn't even know where to start. Well, perhaps this is just one of the kingdom's magical aspects. Yeah, no one wishes to have their soul weighed down by gravity. You know what? I was just not gonna ask. The princess's treasure should be around here somewhere, right? Yeah. Oh, probably there, actually. Yes, it is there, protected by a 3-layered seal. Where? Oh, you mean that? Well, that outer bubble is pretty big. The treasure seems to be inside a really small chest. Yeah, but see, that's the best kind of chest, Paimon. Means it's super valuable. And it looks like there are some threads of flowing water connected to the big bubble. Yeah, clearly we need to cut those all off. It seems as if the bubble formation here will not attack us. In that case, let's use it to break the seals. We just need to guide its projectiles to the bubble rings connected to the flowing water. That should transfer the force of the projectile through the water and weaken the seals. Sounds like a plan. Oh, here comes one. Oh, bursts first. Yeah, those bubbles are pretty scary. I mean, not that scary. See, the fish are fine. 1, 2, 3. Looks like there are 3 strands of water. Once we deal with them, the treasure should be ours. That's right. It's in your hands, Knight Alice and Paimon. Of course, Anne. Bubble formation, but it's not evil this time. I really do enjoy this kind of humor. Bubble formation that for some strange reason doesn't attack you, but helps you unseal treasures. Right. This mist bubble is way slower. There's something blocking the mist bubble. That's no good. So I'm curious. Okay. That answers that question.
Yeah. Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
Oh. So can I jump? Oh, that's cool. That's really fun. Is there a... Did I see another Hydroculus that I wanted? Maybe not. I think I got the one that we cared about. See, I love that, actually. It's so much fun. All right, what do we got? Yeah, something here. Maybe. Wait, what do we have on us there? And are there any abilities around? Change that to... Ah! To Noima. Numa. Well, that's one down. Whee! But no, I thought it was going to give us a chest or something. So be it. Okay, this one should probably have something. Yep, right down there. Something similar. Gotta be careful not to fall out, though. It's hard to tell where the bottom is. There we go. Did that do the trick? Yes. Only one left. Why do I have to do everything in 3 times, though? Because of the rule of 3. This is an ancient principle, so it must be right. Yes, I agree with Anne here. Rule of 3 is a classic trope. Stop sleeping while we're moving, Anne. I just need to handle the final... Oh, hey there, you guys. Oh, we have a... Ah! Did I get you? There we go. Let's see, You don't give me any goodies. You're the worst kind of sea creatures. Oh, big ol' seahorse. There we go. Yeah, get out of there. Anything else I need to grab? Perfect. The big old bubble pops. Impressive as expected, Alice. No chests besides that one I'm missing out on. Well, maybe. Oh, it's as high as we can go. Alright, let's just get the chest then. So this is Anne's treasure, or the princess's treasure. We finally found it. The most precious of treasures. It looks like a pocket watch. Huh. Seems like it's not moving anymore. Is it stuck? Oh, because she gave up her time. Well, it has been water all this time, so it should have broken down long ago, right? Maybe. It could have been water sealed, though. I don't know what the pressure down this far is, and I'd be kind of surprised if it was rated for this deep. But yeah, like a diver's watch. This is full of Princess Lyris's precious time. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to the tower and meet up with our friends. Of course. So we can just drop down. Okay, you can sort of see where the bottom is. A little shimmer. It's so fun to see all of them here together. You're back! Tweet! Wait. Oh yeah, Al, the duck. Colonel Kate and Maury linked up with us while you were out. Quack. we're back with the princess's treasure.
Well done, soldier. You've made a fine contribution. The Resistance Front is proud of you.
Kate, now isn't the time. Quack.
Not so fast, Colonel. Alice is a contact of the orchestra, not cannon fodder. Ribbit. From some no-name army. Ribbit.
Ha! Your orchestra couldn't hold Alice. Not unless you wanted to name it after her instead.
Well, if you want to, I'm not opposed.
Humph. And what of your rank? You may as well give it to Alice, no? Ribbit. The soldiers bleed while commanders steal the glory. This is quite ordinary. But now you're special. A colonel who does not only does nothing, but even lets his troops take credit for victory. Ribbit.
I mean, I am one of the colonel's troops, though. And I claimed victory.
While you were whiling away your time away here, I was taking out the bubble formations in the water above. If not for that, they would not have gained the treasure so easily.
Stop fighting over me, all of you. Wow, you sound like a female protagonist in a novel. Well, how about this? Let's just call the organizations Colonel Paimon's Resistance Front and the Orchestra Paimon. What? Screw that. Why you? It's Colonel Alice's Resistance Front. Thank you very much. Ugh, that's it. I'm done. Mari, get him.
Woof, woof. Bad person.
Mori bowls Jack over. Kate laughs at him, only to also be knocked over by Mori. Well done, Mori. I do like Kate better, though. And I love squirrels, what can I say? The altercation is eventually calmed by Al and Petit Cho's mediation. Honestly, Mori's really reliable at times like this. In some ways. Of course he is. He's a dog, a very loyal pupper. Let's get to business, shall we? That's right. We'll get nowhere if we keep arguing. And the more we go nowhere, the more we're gonna argue. Right. Yes, you're both right. Let's have a speech then, Anne. You know, the rousing kind. But... I approve of Paimon's suggestion. Is it not at such times that an adventurer team's leader should step up to the plate? Quack. But I'm not good at speeches. And can you really call me the leader? Yes. You're an adorable tiny Oceanid with a bunch of water mimics, which I am convinced you created. At least I'm pretty sure water mimics are born from Oceanids. That's the sense I got fighting that Oceanid back in Leo, at least. And also in the bottle world we went to.
Surely, as I am a colonel, I affirm that you would be the best officer for this adventure team.
My views on the title of colonel aside, we are in accord. Ribbit.
I don't know much about leaders or glory or whatever, but if not for you, and if not for Alice and Paimon, whom you brought here, I don't know what would have become of them, become of me, tweet. See, Anne, you're important. Night, Alice, Paimon, what do you say? This is what everyone wants. This is between you and them. Alice means that since everyone says so, you should just accept. Well, in that case, what should a leader say in times like this? I don't know. Good question. let Paimon think. Since we have Princess Lyris's treasure, next, we just need to enter the tower and rescue her, right? The tallest room of the tallest tower, but do we have to fight the dragon first? So you just need to encourage everyone to do just that before we start. Well, Anne? Paimon, do you have any interest in being leader? How about you, Alice? No, Anne, this is clearly your story. This quest is literally named after you. All these water mimics, they follow your lead. You have what it takes, I promise you. Hey, you can't do that. Why not? If not for your strength, we wouldn't have made it this far. We're just... wouldn't that make me a grand master of sorts? I'm not going to overstep on what's been a relaxing time so far. Whatever the case, only you can be the leader of this adventure team. That's what everyone wants, so stop trying to push it off to someone else. We'll support you, said everyone. Oh, all right. This leader business used to be so much easier. Yeah, well, it's when you have such an important mission. Ahem. Ooh, we gotta be the recipients of the speech too. No matter what the name of our organization is, we're all part of the Narza Scent Cruise adventure team. So isn't that the name of the organization then? We have a common goal, to rescue Princess Lyris.
Miss Lyris.
Oh, or Miss Lyris. And we intend to save Narza Senkru's kingdom.
Republic.
Damn it, Jack.
Please continue, Anne.
And restore the land and waters here to their original gleaming shimmer through the Reconquista, so that the sunflowers may once again flourish. Am I not right about that? Was this place underwater before or no? I ask because I think sunflowers need the sun, and I don't think the sun makes it here. That's right, everyone, even Jack. Oh, it's good. We've experienced many battles and partings during the long years of conflict, and many team members we once had are no longer with us. Aw. But I won't forget the times we spent together. We'll always be friends. That's sweet, but you lie. I'm surprised you lost some. I assumed we had everyone since we have one of each type. That's right. Even if I am our leader, I am everyone's friend first and foremost. I don't know, for a leader, being nice and friendly can be good, but can also get in the way. Depends on what kind of leader you are, I guess, or what kind of organization you are. The same goes for you, Colonel Kate, Jack. Don't forget your friendship over differences in ideals and perspectives. Anne's being super mature right now, huh? Bravo. Applaud. Come on, stop teasing me. I'm not teasing you, it was actually kind of nice. With Knight Alice and Paimon's aid, we were finally able to obtain the princess's treasure. Time that was once frozen will flow again, and we will rescue her. I'm looking forward to it. For that, Alice and Paimon, I thank you. You will always be our friend. I believe that our princess would also be glad to call you such. Well, when we rescue her, we'll find out. Okay, I'm done now. Bravo! Bravo! Nice. All right. What do we do next? Well, now, I think it's time to unleash the treasure's power on the stagnant tower. This way, its time should flow once more. What, like this? Oh, wow. Well done. Whoa.
My thanks, Alice. Now, quack. Unfortunately, I fear that none of us know what will happen next, quack.
But since the princess's tower has been unsealed, we should move as soon as we can, right, Tweet? Right you are, Petite Show. Let's go.
All right. Enter the tower. There's no staircase. Oh, water mimic. 4 Divine Kings of Narcissus member. Of course they have a new set of minions with more impressive names. It's just classic.
Over here! Everybody stand! Wakula! And voila!
We have the upper hand with me. Oh, uh-oh, another one.
Now disappear.
I'm getting healed by someone. One of the blonde hair ties. Together now, take him out. Hey,
Let's get this show on the road.
gang up on me.
I'm going in! Let's light it up! Look alive!
And voila.
There we go. We took out the 4 Divine Kings. Why do Narcissus's little minions all need so many titles? Because it's funny. The more useless the person, the more hats they need. Ribbit.
Actually, they are mighty warriors who have caused us much harm during previous engagements. Quack. The battle seems easy. It was due to your great might. Quack.
Sorry, Knight Alice, but our attacks can do nothing against these henchmen, so it's all up to you.
I noticed. Yeah, water versus water. It's not surprising you needed backup. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
You know, where is Princess Lyris? Doesn't look like there's any path ahead.
Maybe it's an elevator?
To be honest, I didn't think this far either. Let's keep going up, shall we? How do we do that?
You can fly up there, Paimon. Thank you. I always appreciate it when the traveler points that out. Great.
Well, even if Paimon could do that.
What do you mean, if?
What would she do if she encountered Narcissus's minions? And even if all the kingdom's treasures were up there, it would only feel like we found them if you were there too.
You could carry me.
Go up, you say. Ah, I understand. We do, one and all, have a certain amount of power. It is all magic given to us by the princess, yes, but we can do some things with it, quack.
But if we do...
We were all born from the same source. I don't see why you would be unable to understand and accept this. Has this not happened before? Ribbit. Aw. Aw, poor Anne.
I know all this, in theory, but I just hate these things. I don't know why, but I just do. Don't make such a face, Anne. Tweet. We were born from the same waters, and we are only this way because we bound ourselves into different shapes using thin films to keep the princess company. Tweet. Coming together once again for her sake is not strange at all, tweet.
Wait, what are you all talking about? As long as we forsake our forms and join together, we can produce greater magic. This way, we can send you to the tower's apex, Quack. Actually, kind of sad.
Wait, but if you do that...
You need not worry, friend. We came from the same body of water, so giving up our forms is not the same as what you would call death, Quack. Fair waters can turn into creatures of all sorts, and such changes do not only go one way, Quack.
Right. Also, you say pure waters. That's not the name of the waters specifically that turned people into water, was it? No, that was primordial water, I think. Yep. Even if we cannot adventure or fight alongside you, we can still progress together, tweet.
But you're Anne's friends. She's just a baby Oceanid. Sad.
Night Alice, Paimon, what do you say?
It's not our decision to make. It's theirs and yours. Only you can decide what your adventure team will do. This is your story.
That's right, Alice, but...
Give us orders, ma'am. The tower seals have been broken, which means they can no longer hold Narcissus back. Every moment counts.
All right, I'm counting on you all.
Orders received.
Leave it to us, Tweet. Go with Alice and Paimon, Anne. Make sure you save the princess.
I'm really curious about this princess.
Humph. I leave Miss Lyris in your hands, Ribbit.
In that case, dear petite show, Quack. Maury, Colonel Kate, and Jack, Quack.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Not the doggy.
Oh, man. That is kind of sad. I feel bad for Anne.
Aw, it's just like what happened at Maury's fountain. Our power is derived from the princess. If so resolved, we can manifest it once more. Ugh, pull yourself together, Anne.
So adorable. I love Anne. Anne, I don't know. Anne is quickly becoming my favorite tiny companion besides Paimon that follows us around. I think certainly more than the Jinn. Probably more than Sorush. Maybe more than Ben. I hope we get a picture of her that we can change to. What is it, Paimon?
Water is formless. Comes from the water will surely return to it.
So, yeah, Princess Lyris will bring... I swear, though, are you not the one who did it? That brought them forth as an Oceanid? It's just a portal. Where does this one lead, though? Huh. One of these styles of domain.
I'm not sure either, to be honest. I have never considered what would happen after we entered the tower.
Well, I guess getting to the tower was the most important step.
Huh. Oh well. In that case, let's proceed with caution.
With more proceeding or more caution?
Come on, both.
Sorry.
Yes, we should be careful. We're the only ones the princess can rely on.
Right.
And now I'll make it all disappear.
Wait, how did we...
Just kidding.
Oh, this opened and then closed again, probably. I wonder what's in the book. Actually, it's blank, I think. All right, let's step through the looking glass, Anne. Whoa, maybe a little warning next time. You knew we were stepping through, Paimon. Also, it's a teleport point, huh? I was expecting a domain, but this is perhaps more interesting. Paimon's kinda dizzy. So many books here. Didn't you just tell me recently that you read now? Or has that not happened yet? That might have been from the most recent event, actually. Is this a library? This place. This library has existed since long before we arrived. Their contents seem to be ancient dramas. Children love to read books, but there's much they won't understand. So they will often ask adults to read the stories to them. In the books, where there is an evil dragon, there must be heroes who hunt the dragon. If there is a mage, there must be a wandering knight. The Reconquista must come to pass, and the princess must be saved. Well, we are basically in a storybook. At least that's how this is all progressing. Like a story. But yeah. Princess must be saved. And, of course, a chime will sound, and the tale of adventure will come to a halt. A chime? And it will not end. There will be another adventure, and another one after that, until the children grow up and leave this place. Wait, what are you? Alright, the library's existed since long ago, long before we arrived. Contents are ancient dramas. Right, and then a chime will sound and the tale adventure will come to a halt. It's the chime. In the end, there will be another adventure and another until the children grow up, right? Because she's actually referring to the books. But the books are, well, they seem to really, really match the story we're playing out. Maybe this princess is one of those children. I wonder. Anne? Huh? Sorry. It felt like memories and feelings suddenly flooded into my mind. How strange. Aw. Huh. Well, as long as you're all right. Paimon thought you might have been bewitched by Narcissus's magic or something. Eric, that might actually be so. Well, what do we do next? I'm not sure either. Whatever the case, we'll look around the library. Yep, first off, there's a door over there, but it looks like there's no way through it. This mechanism right there, maybe that has something to do with it. You two should be able to get across. Oh yeah, you can easily fit through those gaps. Hey, you're Anne's knight now, right? You know. This will all be pointless if you don't come along. Fair enough. But maybe the lock is on the other side, Paimon. Have you considered that? That's right. This tile sticks out like a sore thumb. Might be some sort of path or trap. Paimon doesn't know either, but let's go all the same. A second act. If it's a trap, let's trigger it enthusiastically. So we basically are here still. An adventure with the Oceanid Anne. I mean, that confirms what I basically already knew, that Anne is an Oceanid.
This is no time for distractions.
baby
Seriously,
Oceanid.
you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
Lenny, it's always time for distractions. But no, I'm just looking for any chests or clues. Mostly chests. I mean, it's blinking. We have 1, 2, 3. Wait. Oh, that opened it. Where are you taking me? To the next room, I guess. Thank you. Wonder where that... Oh, nothing. It's a broken picture frame. I thought it was a plaque for a second. That's a... Fell Shield of Narcissus? Haha, that name does fit our adventure up till now, huh? I would say so. This is the center of the world. The castle where the dragon lurks. The tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it is the lost ancient city of Wise. Like, plural, the letter Y? Or is that an actual word, like maybe it's supposed to be pronounced ease or something? Sometimes Arcadia. At times, it is even golden Hyperborea. So a place for different stories to unfold? Here, many untrodden realms have been conquered. Here, many heroes have defeated evil dragons. This is a place that brims with magic, and I was never really able to understand it. Children could see, through a stone wall, the imaginary griffins that whirl freely in the distant cloud-filled stars or skies. These 4 pools would, in different adventure tales, be the 4 seas, and sometimes the 4 cardinal realms of the world. I could not understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I played all sorts of roles. Are these more of those suddenly emerging memories? Yes. Why did you lose your memories in the first place, though? Anne, are you all right? I don't know. I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying, too. I mean, I would imagine so. Being flooded with memories that you just didn't exist in your mind before. Oh, a sword. Look, there, atop the small fountain. That is the holy blade of Narza Sencruz. Is it really? It looks, kinda cheap. It's a prop, Paimon. Once again, this is all just a story, I think. We're basically playing pretend, I think. Acting this out. Maybe Anne's job is to fulfill the wishes of a child or something, I don't know. In this case, Princess Lyris. Behold, Paimon, the holy blade. Seriously? It's just a shabby wooden sword. Still. With this sword in hand, Paimon bets the kids sure felt like invincible heroes. Ready to take to the skies and do battle with their enemies, huh? Of course. Wooden swords as children is just a classic. Appropriately shaped branches and drawing poles could also, in the right tale, be the holy blade. Of course. But one day,
A certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with, so that the drying poles would stop being used in fights. And who was that? Wasn't you, was it? 'Cause we have met an Oceanid in the past who was formerly a person. I don't know if that's how all Oceanids are born, but there is precedent. I do not know. It must have been someone who lived once, who once lived here. Yeah, it does seem like the kingdom was once a lively place with all sorts of people in it. When you think about it like that, the Holy Blade must have been very important. A normal sword can cleave flesh, but the Holy Blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even impervious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. Of course, it's a sword of the imagination. Gonna slay the Jabberwocky with it? If the story of our adventure team is to reach its end, we will need the blade. Is it really that powerful? It just looks like a cheap wooden sword. Paimon, stop shattering the illusion. Just take its holiness at face value. Sure, if you say so. But it doesn't look like we can reach it right now. Now we gotta pop this bubble too. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find some way to break this magical bubble. Princess Lyris will be waiting for us at either the end of the line or end of time. I'm not sure which. Oh, hey there. Thank you. Simple enough. Wait, is this the only path available? Oh, yeah. I just realized this quest is actually called Through the Looking Glass. That explains the similarities.
The audience thinks that seeing is believing. There's
Yeah?
no limit to the number of tricks I can pull off.
Oh, I know it. That's really fun. Good old Through the Looking Glass. Alice in Wonderland. Hey, seahorse. Hold that thought. Never mind. Continue that thought. What can I do for you, seahorse?
Everybody stand back! Let's look!
Creatures from
Let's get it
Fontamara here,
on.
too.
Here comes the finale!
Just ordinary wildlife.
And voila!
You've dealt with them before. Only worth a common chest.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
I think they called the beast impetuous. So that's semi-fast travel. Oh, a bubble formation. Why have to be bubble formations here? Quick, get behind the pillar. Which pillar? That pillar? Okay. Let me let it go one more time. Gotcha. Actually, why is there a bubble formation here too? Was this meant to prevent invaders from kidnapping the princess? Yes, that is the case. We ran into some enemies earlier. Didn't you say that when Princess Lyris gave you her treasure, the tower stagnated and even Narcissus could not enter? What if you're Narcissus, though? That'd be a fun little twist. Probably not. But I mean, Narcissus is an Oceanid, though. There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. Also, this place feels very strange. I don't understand. I should never have been here before, but I find myself recalling, feeling many things. Maybe you're the princess, Anne. Do you two not feel it? No. Paimon doesn't either. Well, do you know what this place is, Anne? This was the assembly hall of the Narcissus Cruz Institute. Oh, an institute. The children would study here normally. I remember now. This was a lovely place. There was no sunlight, but it was always lively here. Yeah, I have to imagine Anne was one of the children, and something turned her into an Oceanid. It's my best guess right now, to tie this all together. The children were all of different dimensions, some of them as different as the two of you, but here, they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydro Archon, and to tales older still. Dimensions? I mean, heights, sizes, planes of reality? I mean that some children are very small, and some were somewhat larger. Are we actually talking the difference between, say, you and me, or more or less? Hey now. Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart. You do. And a bigger appetite. Anyway, what about the princess? She was a child too. Would the children hear stories about her? I don't know. Huh. Why does Paimon get the feeling that the stories started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here? Yeah. Does feel that way, doesn't it? No, this place must have something to do with her. Oh, I believe it does. Absolutely. But I don't think she's a princess. And I think maybe she might be you. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She'll be happy to see us. I mean, it just makes sense, right? The mimics are, I mean, they're the creations of Oceanids, as I understand it. But they follow the princess. We must be able to find her at the end of this road. She'll be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you. Show us the way, Anne. Let's continue on. Princess Iris is still waiting for us at the end of the line. Maybe. You hear the sound of a bell. That's the sound of a bell. Does that mean the adventure's coming to a close? No. The path's leading forward. Let's check the treasure.
Guess this'll go
A
into my
feather?
magic pocket.
I don't know about a feather in treasure chests. Decide to do it on a whim? Let's take a look, shall we? So we have a pocket watch of her time, then a green feather accessory. Sometimes this feather has the power to advance a story forward and bring it to an end. Its appearance itself represents a power that transcends the story. Old yet well preserved, must have been cherished by many people. You know, the fact that this is actually named after Through the Looking Glass, I wonder if this pocket watch is an actual straight reference to the
The rabbit, the hare. Paimon's kinda dizzy. There's so many books here. Is this a library? Is this a bookstore? Deja vu, perhaps? Huh. You know, Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet. But haven't these things happened before? Yes. There'll be another adventure, and another one after that. So, even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with no real end? Yeah, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road. Well, we could always go back the way we came, but didn't we just come into a giant loop, though? Huh. Do you have an idea, Alice? I don't know. Any thoughts, Anne? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know anything about what happens after this. Well, you haven't read this far into the story yet, Anne. Then let's take stock real quick. Have you noticed anything, Paimon? Eh? You're asking Paimon? She's so surprised. Hold on a moment. First, the paths here that have been connected such that they form a ring, right? In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except that we were able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. There has to be a point from which we can break through. Sure. Next, we saw that a super powerful sword, or something. Right. That we couldn't access. Yes, the Holy Blade of Narza Suncruise. It should be a key item in some way. And why do you think that? Well, it looks like a wooden sword, but it was inside a protective barrier. Would all that trouble be necessary if it wasn't important? Fair point. So, Paimon thinks that we need to get that sword. And was there any other notable thing? Paimon can't think of anything at the moment. But that said, this tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Yeah, kinda does. Paimon didn't just make that one up, by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how this tile is not connected to the others, and how it has a different pattern. It could be a trap. Well, that's what I was thinking about as well. Good work, Paimon. Wait, why are you praising Paimon so seriously all of a sudden? Paimon's not used to this. Aw. Well, Paimon, when you do good work, you get praises, and head pats, and, well, tasty food. But you really do have an impressive mind, Paimon. As for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight. I still imagine your head is all fuzzy. Maybe a little amnesia, maybe missing memories. Don't beat yourself up too much. You're being assaulted by strange memories in this place. Anyway, let's think of how we could get out of this loop based on the stuff we thought of earlier. Yeah, keep moving ahead.
Yeah.
Well, obvious choices. Were there two of these before or just one? All right. Just gonna keep going through, round and round. Oh, the feather. It is the Jabberwock's holy sword. Nice. We've finally gotten it. Wait, what's this? It's the Jabberwock. We need to slay the Jabberwocky. Actually, they might have called it that before. I forget. Holy sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. Or I'm just misremembering because I'm pretty sure I said use it to slay the Jabberwocky earlier. Hey there, buddy.
Buckle up.
Oh, it's scared.
Surprise! Step on up.
It's like, don't hurt me, please. Seahorses are back.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's get it on.
Creatures of the font of air. You said that last time, I think.
Step right up. A round of applause. And voila!
That wasn't that effective. Bit better of a chest this time.
And now I'll make it all disappear. Just kidding.
Gonna repeat your lines again? Oh, there's two of them. But they're not doing anything. Alright. That's strange. Hear the sound of a bell. It's the sound of the bell. Something like happened before. I wonder what calls the chest, but the chest is gone. But now we have the holy sword. Paimon's kinda dizzy. There's so many books here. Someone wants this tale of an adventure to end. Eh? What are you talking about, Alice? Huh? You know what? Paimon thought that she hadn't fully woken up yet, but haven't these things happened before? Oh, this really is affecting you. I mean, if you're repeating yourself that much. But the future of a story that constantly repeats will never come. Yes. Princess Lyris waits at the end of this path. Oh, Paimon knows. The last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road, didn't you? There you go, so you do remember good. Then there must be a way. There must be. Three now. Sword is in our hands. You're back. Oh, there's three of you now.
Look alive. Going in. Come on up. Let the magic begin. Over here.
Step right up.
No, my pearls. Damn it. Give me 3 seahorses. Yep.
Teamwork is strength. Surprise! Over here. Cue the spotlight.
Here comes the finale. Duh. Shia.
No, keep your eyes off me.
Now disappear. Duh.
I'm going in. Let's get it on. Step on up.
And voila. Shia. Shia.
Need to overload you.
Duh.
Excellent. Gonna be precious now? Yes. All my pearls this time.
And now I'll make it all disappear. Just kidding.
Now, last time the bubbles didn't activate. Wonder if they will now. And there'll be 3 of them. Now, there are 3 of them, but... why aren't they... feels like they should be. Strange. Hear the sound of a bell. Yes, something like this did happen before, Paimon. Oh, we're going up higher. To the top of the tower. Wait. Yeah. Except now, Paimon's kinda dizzy. So many books here. Was I supposed to get off there? Someone wants this adventure to end. Or to never end. Yeah, very important distinction there. Someone wants this tale of adventure to never end. Eh, what are you on about, Alice? Huh, you know what? Yeah, these things have happened before. I think I know what we need to do. I can't go backwards, can I? Curses. No, yes. Right here. I think. Aha! Can't keep moving forward. Yeah, we already obtained the Holy Blade, though. But yeah, this is the original. Did we obtain a fake Holy Blade? Yeah, this feather was used before. Oh, this one's a real blade. This is the Holy Blade of Narcissus and Cruz. Finally, the Holy Blade is ours. It doesn't look like much. Once its powers are awakened, it'll become a destructive and invincible weapon. Yeah, how is it, Alice? Can you feel its power? Oh, unlimited power. Otis would.
Oh!
Comes not from this blade. Beautiful.
What?
Come on. You had Paimon going there. I love it when she trolls Paimon. Come to think of it, Anne, you did mention that the Holy Blade was originally a wooden sword that kids played with.
That's right. When the young heroes from the Narza Crew's adventure team would pick the sword up, they would become able to defeat all foes in their tale. Well, let's just take the sword, shall we? Who knows? It might come in handy later, and if not, we can take it as a souvenir.
The Holy Sword. Holy Sword that bears a special meaning in a certain story. It belongs to no one. Yeah, we got the Jabberwock's Holy Sword and then the Holy Blade of Narza Crew's. Well, hello again. Open the path forward. Or down, rather. Oh, there's the 2. There's the 3. Gonna keep going. Looks like the path leads downward rather than forward. Semantics. This really is a long descent. Paimon, we can fly. Or you can fly. I can fall with style.
It's so creepy. Don't worry, Anne.
Alice is really reliable. And really good with the wind glider, too. Thank you. Trained by the best. Ah, Paimon knows. You're worried about what might come afterward, right? Well, don't be. A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and unknowns in one piece, and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right, Alice? I mean, yeah. Well said, Paimon. We've come this far. It'd be a shame to give up now.
True. I believe in you, Knight Alice and in Paimon. You are wise and powerful, and you are also kind people.
And ding ding ding, we have a winner. In that case, let's go. Ad Astra Abasask, as Catherine always says. Well said again. Down we go. Teleport waypoint. What do we have here? Paimon feels like something should happen right about now. Narratively, I agree, Paimon.
I feel uneasy too, and I've been frightened ever since we came down here.
No need to worry. Alice will protect us no matter what, right? Of course I will.
Yes, I believe in you two, in the two of you. I just don't know what we will encounter later.
We'll take anything as it comes. Still, best be prepared, Alice. We might be in for a battle with Narcissus, for all we know. True, but what is Narcissus? I think we said probably an Oceanid. Should we stick with this team? It's a serious fight. Alrighty. Defeat the dragon. They name it Narcissus. Oh, it is a Oceanid.
Everybody stand back! You asked
Wrong one.
Be amazed!
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, it's not that powerful. My thingy went away. That's why I get for taking too much time. Where are you? Oh, boars.
Complete. Look alive.
There we go.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Where are, oh. Got a squirrel, not Colonel Kate. Stop summoning dogs. Where are you? What do we got? Oh, Colonel. No, Colonel, please, no. There you are. Come on. Get down here. There we go.
Here comes the finale.
Oh, fistfuls. Did we win? So why did we meet Narcissus in here? Maybe my kitty hat defeated it while I was running. According to what you said before, the tower lost its time and thus stagnated. As such, no one could open it or enter it. But this space is not within the tower. Right, if the tower doesn't have its time, that's got to be the case. We teleported to a different place from the tower. Huh, that's right. Paimon forgot that happened. But if that's the case... But how? No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventure team's only hope in this dark world. If she isn't, our adventures, their meaning, Al, Petit Cho, and the others. Anne. But we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? That's a good thing, right? Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over. Yep, looks over there. There's a place we haven't been to before, and a chest. Maybe we'll find more clues there, huh? Maybe. So Narcissus is defeated, thanks to the Holy Blade. That's where we came down from. Tons of resources here. Stands to reason that there's got to be some clues, right? Yes, but who knows how long it'll take for us to look through it all. Well, we'll just have to... Oh, there is a lot. To start. Rather aged records. Aged diary. Aged notes. Certificate. Research. Let's start with the certificate. The duty will be taken up by Basil Elton, former naval commander. May her steely temper be itself tempered by the family she'll establish with these children going forward. Huh. What's that idiot thinking? Well, whatever. Might as well have some fun post-retirement. Curious. Notes. 1 serving of flour, 1 of sugar, 1 of melted butter, 2 of eggs, a large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Ancient recipes be like that sometimes. Remember it well this time. 15 minutes at 180 degrees is not the same as 5 at 540. No, it is not. Oh, that's great. Stew records. decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals into the public welfare system. Considering the ruins of a previous civilization upon which it is situated, it shall be named. The seat of director was established in... Is this the name? No, I think we skipped ahead. The seat of director was established in honor of the Hydro Archon's great virtue. Has been taken on by a gentle-natured Oceanid. Oh. Huh. Very curious. Wasn't there a giant war of, like, extinction waged against the Oceanids? And wasn't it... Was it by the Hydro Archon? I don't quite recall. I just vaguely recall that the Oceanids were basically driven to near extinction or fled Fontaine. The title of vice director is to be taken up by one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability. Very interesting. All right, the diary. Linked up with Ingold, Guillotine, and the rest of the old gang will go some way towards solving the dispersion problem. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but a person can lack them completely. I can only hope that they aren't treating my dear old Sponsian too poorly, or let it rust in the harbor. And I hope my skills haven't rusted away either. Hope all goes well. I still want to watch the dough rise to the sounds of play outside the window. Aw. I still want to watch them grow into fine adults. That's sweet. Doesn't happen though, does it? Then rather aged research. According to the ancient theater and mysterious research hidden there, we believe that the documents and folklore discovered within Petrichor. Oh? The research team from Institute of Natural Philosophy holds that... No! Nothing relevant. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. There's some interesting stuff there. Only bits and pieces. What do we got here? There's a book here, too. A picture book, huh? Suits you, Paimon. Oh, poor Paimon. Humph. Well, that's because of Paimon's unique sensibility, you know. Is that what it is? Picture books just speak to her better. Well, there's no shame in not knowing how to read, Paimon, but you should learn sometime. Kala is too, you know. You could be pen pals. This book gives me a strange feeling. Is this where your story originated from? The one you've been following? Let Paimon see. A long time ago, in a place far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And yep, she's our main character. The book just says that. I don't want... Oh no, yeah, Anne is reading now, but Paimon was before. I don't want this name. That's not what you said before. Do you want to read it too, Anne? In that case, Paimon's gonna continue. Ahem. Oh, come on, it's just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, a protagonist needs an antagonist. An evil one at that. And our evil antagonist, well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. Yeah, I suspected. It was something like this. Not necessarily that the story came from a book, children's book, but that we were in.
a story like this, acting something out. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus's plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So, in Narcissus's story, I'm the evil villain? This is kind of weird. This started like a storybook, but it also feels like it isn't. Alice, you've got the bigger brain here. You have a look too. Read carefully. Are we gonna go into the book? Huh? What? It really is through the looking glass. What is this place? This is the real Anapausis. Yeah. Act 3. She no longer dreams of you. Huh? Huh. Just like in the book Canotilla found. I don't recall. Was that the, No, that wasn't the Bottle World. And the actual book we entered, the storybook, I think was the one where we found Navia. Which I guess we would have met by now, so we could have been fine. But no, I think that came after Fontaine. I think that was between Fontaine and Natlin. Yeah, that's really odd. Paimon wants to say that the book's contents were really weird, but it's really not much when compared to this, is it? The world should be like this, not like how it is outside. Children should be able to play under the sun and in the grass without fear or fear of hindrance or harm. This place does feel pretty comfy. Yeah. Paimon feels way better than she did back when we were adventuring throughout the kingdom. There's no sunlight there at all. Is that how it is? One mystery follows another. Never mind that. This place really is nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyris's garden, right? Say, Alice, when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this to live? Well, Paimon, when our adventures are over, hopefully I'll be reunited with my brother and I don't know, maybe we'll choose to stay here in this world, but we also might choose to move on and continue our adventures and travels through the stars. We can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We could all live together happily. What do you say? Let's put a pin in that for now, shall we? That's true. Gotta help Anne find the princess first, don't we? Gotta find my brother first. Who? Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? Huh. Sounds like someone's singing over there. Alrighty, let's go find that voice. Lovely place, honestly. Gorgeous. Little storybook world. Little birdhouse / mailbox. Oh, it's an Oceanid. But in their human form. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? To a great sea without borders, to the place from which all lives flow. This isn't the same girl from before, is it? Or the same Oceanid? Probably not. Hey there! No, she's different. Oh, hi! I'm sorry, I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come, sit. Snacks will be ready soon. You're taking us being here pretty well. Nice transition. Nice big cup of tea with some nice cakes. Ooh, snacks! Some delicious ones at that. Yes, and ours are very good. Ah, but I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings. It would be quite rude to do otherwise. The bell that we were hearing before? Where are you from, by the way? Why, you are a fascinating combination, aren't you? A lovely young lady, a small little Oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend. Yeah? Paimon's Paimon, and she's Alice. I'm the traveler. And that's Anne. Huh. Is it just Paimon? Or does Anne look unhappy? Either that or shy. She might have been reminded of something. Ah, and this Oceanid is our friend Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Marianne. Huh. Well, that can't just be a coincidence. I mean, it could, but I find it exceedingly unlikely. Mary Ann. You know, I'm unsure we've heard this name before. Maybe. I mean, if we have, I can't quite place it. My, what a pleasant surprise. It has been a long time since I've met someone from outside. Where are you from? Well, where? We're travelers. We're not really from anywhere. Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the fell dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. The fell dragon Narcissus, you say? That must have been a frightening foe. Not nearly as frightening as you might think. Did you think so, Alice? Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose. My, I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many, and has turned many kingdoms to ash. That is what's said in the book. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed, though this Narcissus, I don't think it's gonna burn anything. Might drown many kingdoms. Maybe. Oh, so you know about him too? Great. We're from the Narcissenkruz kingdom, and we're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her? Princess Lyris, you say? I'm afraid I do not know. But she should be here. Aw, Anne. In that case, Anne? Or, what am I saying? Is that the case, Anne? There we go. That makes more sense. Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long time, long time, and yet I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else? Is that so? But before we came here, we read a book about that princess and how she's beautiful and kind and stuff. You're not the princess, are you? Maybe aged up a little bit? Though I'm pretty sure you're an Oceanid. I mean, it's the blue hair is the only real basis, but it's been pretty spot on so far. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Alice, do look like a princess from a distant land. There might be some actual truth to that, I don't know. You hear the sound of a bell. There it is. Eh? Is that the bell? Good. Don't want our tea to get too cold, but I mean, it's still steaming, so it's probably fine. Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they heard this bell, and they would come into the hall to have snacks. You weren't mentioned in one of those documents, were you? Yeah, I've said it already, I think, but my best guess is that Anne was one of the children at one point. They're not here now, but I think it best to follow the rules all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well then, shall we? She seems so nice. Don't mind if I do. Hooray! Snacks! You and Paimon enjoy the snacks together. They look very beautiful, but they are tasteless like pure water. Aw. Damn. Well, shoot. How were they? Well, they were great, although Paimon couldn't really taste them. Are you on a low-sugar diet or something, Marianne? Well, she made them out of what the ingredients she had available. My apologies, Paimon. I just made them as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they'll taste all that good. Oh, we drank all our tea, though. Was it just water as well? Oh, don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now. Oh, poor Paimon, looking forward to delicious snacks and getting water. I mean, I like water. But if I was expecting cake, I think I'd be pretty disappointed. Well, in that case, let me take you all out on a stroll. Of course. So where are we? Just gonna walk around the house, the cottage? Appreciate that they actually match our pace for the most part. Some games don't do that. This is a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? Who's the we? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. Now, I definitely recall the name Basil coming up. You need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want. If you let them grow however they want, they'd just eat sweets all the time or something, probably. Sounds like this Basil is pretty smart. In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too. No. She is very capable indeed. Making snacks, caring for flowers. She can do it all. It would be nice if I could introduce her to you. I have been caring for the flowers here all this time, in the hopes that some friends might come, and I might show them how they have bloomed. And, well, here you are. Well, it's a shame that they aren't in bloom right now, though. Well, we just need to water them, and they'll be fine. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? To the halls of sea-born foam, to watch the sunflowers... What, bloom? Grow? As the drops of water stain the soil of the garden black, the sunflowers spring from the earth, grow quickly and bloom. Wow. I mean, it is a storybook, though. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah. And sunflowers aren't my favorite flower, but they are pretty. That was quick. Well, they've been waiting for friends to arrive after all.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed then was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going.
This seems really sweet. Are we just gonna talk to her a bit and then leave? What's the play here? Curious.
Huh, so that's how it is. Nature really is amazing, huh?
I suspect this exceeds the realm of amazing, Paimon.
Nature really is amazing. Do you like them, Anne? They're very beautiful, like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, Alice? What sort of flowers bloom there?
The flowers I wear in my hair.
Do they?
Didn't I wake up with that, but I didn't have it to start? Or no? In fact, these were the flowers that were blooming, I forget the name, but didn't we find them in the chasm or something? They have a certain meaning. I think the assumption is probably that my brother gave it to me, though.
I thought those flowers were beautiful the moment I saw them.
But I fear they'll be hard to find now.
Alice.
Aw, so sad. Every now and then they just hit you with the sad.
Then let's speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, a friend of mine has been to Sumeru.
So you are aware of the outside world then, at least, which makes sense. Especially if you knew the people from the outside, like Basil or Basil, whatever her name is.
I heard from him that there are many flowers that can't be found here.
Oh yeah, and Sumeru is packed full of them. But not even that. Every nation has their own individual flowers.
Those that grow on cliffs, ones that can only open at night. Some even grow on cacti.
True.
And that's when he realized that there were no cacti in Fontaine and had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, and he was the smartest of us when we were young. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. It must be a little too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this.
How long has it been since you last talked to someone?
Well then, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers? Mondstadt's dandelions come to mind. Dandelions? Oh, do you have any of their delightful seeds on you, or with you?
I do. Oh boy, I do. Or do I?
Well, we might. Dandelions, dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom.
I like Marianne. She's just a bundle of joy.
Dandelion seeds can indeed be found on Paimon. Marianne happily plants them in the soil.
You do know dandelions are weeds, though, right, Marianne?
Ah, yes. What sort of flower is a dandelion? Huh. Paimon thought you knew. Well, how should we put this? The dandelion flowers are flowers made up of the many tiny white flowers, and these white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, these tiny flowers will scatter along with the wind, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually making new flowers. Cool, huh?
It is pretty cool. And they're fun to blow.
Wow, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I have heard about something similar.
I mean, you knew about their seeds, though.
Ooh, what sort of flower is that? It's not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place, there was a peaceful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples. Droplets that had life in them. This life left the water and turned into different forms. Is this the story of oceanids being born? But though they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them due to these differences. Each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, reminded me of a lot of that story. A flower that was once united as one would be separated, would bloom, and each piece would become itself. But a single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together, they will be strong. Together, apes strong? And yet, they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? I think the analogy breaks down there. Do you think that's a good thing? Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think, Alice? They may be weak, but the distance isn't necessary. That's true. I mean, if they overcrowded, they would steal each other's nutrients, their resources, and none of them would, or not as many of them would grow effectively. Might not be a bad thing for them to unite. People can unite and yet maintain their personhood. Can they really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Alice. Oh wait, was that Paimon? No, that was Marianne. What you're talking about sounds like what happened to Al, Petite Show, and the others. To help us, they melded into one, turning into that big bubble. Yes. Or, wait. Yes, I still remember. Poor Anne. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah, yes. I can take you to see our dog. Your dog, you say? Got a dog, Marianne? Yes. He's a silly dog who's always accompanied me. Mori, perhaps? Or who Mori was based on? Where's the pupper? I really don't see them. Paimon doesn't see him. Well, he'll come in when it's feeding time. Oh, cool. Wait. How do I feed him? Ah. Oh, it is Mori. Doggy.
Noble miss, it is an honor to receive food from you. A pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Mary Ann.
Oh. Oh, wait, no, you're talking... Okay, I'm the noble miss. And then Miss Marianne. Huh? Oh, you good doggy. Yes, clearly it's a doggy. Good doggy?
And how do you do, dear little miss?
Well, thanks for being polite and all, but... Anne? What's going on? You mean Marianne? I don't know, but this can't be Mori. He has always kept me company. Does this mean that we've been wrong all along and... does this mean we've been wrong all along about what dogs really look like? Hard to say. I doubt. Don't fuss over the details too much. Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That is a different matter. Sure. It's just that mimics don't take the shape of dogs. They take one of
5 or 6 predetermined shapes. Didn't Al say something similarly weird? I have heard something similar said, that the body is a prison that restricts evolution. That person was once a child, like all the others. We and many others heard him tell many stories about how all life was originally formless, like water, and how there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story. Many have forsaken their bodies, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can will be drawn out from one's form. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again. Anne? Yeah. Why are you so down, Anne? I mean, I guess because of the loss of your friends, but I don't know, you seem even more down since coming here. I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. Aw, what is it? How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes, happy words and angry ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, all right? And remember, be a good dog. No worries there.
Understood. See you, Miss Marianne. See you, dear guests.
Bye, good doggy. Oh, this is bad. The number of things that don't make sense just keep going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, Paimon would have forgotten all that stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris? I don't think there is a Princess Lyris. If there's anyone who needs rescuing, it's little Anne here. That's right. My apologies, but there is no princess here. Only us. Today, we were simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the path. She has to be here. But Mary Ann said... so... That's gotta mean that one of you is mistaken, right? I mean, yeah, they can't both be right. Kind of mutually exclusive. Right, Alice? Do you really want to hear what I have to say? Yes? Anne and Marianne. Interesting that Marianne's name is in quotes, but not Anne's. Of course! You've got the bigger brain here, don't you? Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story. Exactly what I've been saying. Wait, but didn't we team up with the Narcissenkr's adventure team to defeat Narcissus's henchmen? Wasn't that real? Think about it for a moment, Paimon. It was too story-like. In the mimics, I mean, that was all real, but they were all mimics created by little Anne here, whether she realized it or not. Of course, that doesn't explain the giant Oceanid, but I guess that could have been a mimic too, taking the form of one. Is there even a Narcissenkr's kingdom amongst the 7 nations? Huh, you're right. Paimon didn't think of that. So the adventure team, Al, Petit Show, Colonel Kate, Jack, Maury, the 2 of us, and our adventures, they were all just characters in a story? Well, let's not get too meta here, Paimon. Let's keep you and me out of it. No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. Didn't we encounter all kinds of stuff after going through the portal in the tower? There's a lot of stuff there that wouldn't fit in if this was just a story. You know, like how there was no holy blade mentioned at the start, and how a sealed tower still had monsters and bubble formations inside it. Pretty much most of this can be explained by Anne being an Oceanid.
Paimon, I think I understand what Alice is trying to say. So, all the things that happened after we ascended the tower are things outside the realm of the story. Is that right?
Yeah. More accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written.
So, the Holy Blade Narcissus, these were still inside the story. It's just that they had not been arranged correctly yet.
Paimon still finds it hard to imagine anyone who could create such a huge building just for a story. Yeah, no, I believe the structure already existed, certainly. It was the orphanage we found. We found the notes about that. It was just used as the setting for the story.
So that means that the things I recalled along the way were things that happened here before. And I'm just a character in a story.
No, you're not merely a character. You're the main character, and maybe the author. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it.
But if that's the case, who is Anne? I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. All right, Alice, Paimon, and dearest Anne. Our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it's time for you to leave.
Why?
Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings, at least.
Oh. Vision blurs, you suddenly feel weightless. Ooh. We didn't make Marianne happy there.
What happened? But... Shh. There's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave Oceanid, and we set out to save the princess.
Oh.
Huh. That's perhaps even stranger, though. I mean, you are an Oceanid, but... And perhaps there are princesses in this world, and dragons too. But I also know that the world's affairs are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess, after all?
You know, I don't know. It's just what they kind of do.
After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic, every time I thought about it. Do you remember now, Anne? No! There has to be some other way. If I can't save Princess Lyris, then what of my birth? My only wish? Do they have no meaning?
Oh. So you weren't even one of the children, though. You were born from Marianne's dreams, basically. But you are real.
Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go, see the world, and see how it has changed these past years.
But why are you staying here, Marianne?
I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personality, and wishes.
She's doing the right thing.
I wish for you to be the master of your own fate and to experience all the beauty of the world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you, Alice, Paimon, And it was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne.
Aw.
But the Anapausis is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here.
Oh. Your tomb?
Are you dead?
But no.
Mary Ann, why are you saying that? We can find a way to help you, can't we?
Yeah, are you just trapped or...
I sense that you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon, Alice. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back.
Oh, God. That sent a shiver there almost, especially considering
The fact that this place housed children
just sounded ominous.
In the real world, everything has already ended. So this is farewell. I mean, Oceanids, I don't think they die of old age. Are you choosing to isolate yourself, or are you actually trapped?
Oh. We're forced out.
Well, shit. I'm sorry, Anne. This room is new, isn't it? Or no? Might have been where we fought Narcissus. Oh, Anne. Did I see something glowing there? Anne! I'm sorry, Night Alice, Paimon. Don't be. You took us on a lovely adventure. Must be a spin crystal. I had already started to feel that some things were off earlier in the adventure. As you led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. But I still want to rescue Princess Lyris. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring this story to a happy end. But there is no Princess Lyris. Is there someone else we could save instead? I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she is a gentle, lovely princess, trapped due to Narcissus's invasion. Don't worry, Anne. At least we had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Alice, did you know that things would turn out this way? Well, not quite. I thought we could help Anne. I did expect it to be a story. I didn't quite capture all the details ahead of time, but I think I got the broad strokes. And I didn't want to shatter Anne like this either. Oh. Well, if that's the case, we can still help Anne. Huh? Paimon didn't understand anything Mary Ann said there at the end. Did you, Anne? I did, sort of. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that happened in the past. Yeah. Well, Paimon feels that that's unfair. Not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we've got to find out what happened, at least. If we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving the princess or figuring out what Mary Ann said, or whatever. We just want to help you, Anne. Isn't that right, Alice? Yeah. This story isn't over, Anne.
We will find a way.
Okay.
Still, if this is all just a story, then there's one thing Paimon doesn't get. What role do we play, Alice? I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely... I mean, I'm a knight, and you're my squire. Huh. An undefined factors, an accident. And that's why we can bring this story to an end. Yeah. Ah, Paimon gets it. So that's why Anne found us and brought us into the story. Actually, that's very vaguely similar to what's happening in Star Rail right now. You might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock this story off course, that means that we've opened all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right, Alice? You could say that. Sniff.
Thank you, Knight Alice. Thank you, Paimon.
That's why we also need your help, Anne. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that would help us figure out what to do next?
Let me think.
Is what's next gonna be the next big part of all these story world quests that include things like Ancient Colors and this one, and the one that Mariupol I think ties into it as well. I'm not sure. I just know that I think all of these seemingly separated quests are supposed to come to a head or something. Actually, I wonder if that institute is related to Jacob somehow. Or what happened, at least.
My memories contain a place known as the Narcissus Sencruz Ordo. This place appears to have very deep connections to past events.
Well, alrighty then.
That's true. Narcissus Sencruz Kingdom. Adventure Team. Yeah, they seem connected, all right.
Paimon using that big brain of hers.
Do you have any idea where this Ordo might be?
Also, what does Ordo actually mean? I imagine it translates to something.
No.
Well, shoot.
Oh, that's right. We're very experienced adventurers. If you need it found, we'll find it.
There we go. Oh, if she no longer dreams of you. Oh, that has some meaning there.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
Thank you, Spin Crystal. Was this always flooded? Oh, yeah. Nice breach. Wait. Oh. Huh. I did not expect to exit here. Well, alright then. I mean, this is about where we're gonna call it for today. Next time... It's not quite time for the Archon quest. There's like a few minor tasks I think I need to accomplish. Yeah, we need to come back here. And then I think there's one other minor quest. Upon a flowery field of grass. And this one being the final question. And then it is time for the Archon quest to continue. Coming back here, I found this, which I think we read part of it before when we found that book back there, but just glancing at it, skimming through it really quick, it seems there's actually a bit of extra. I'd like to take a moment to read it. A story. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away,
There was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris, and yep, she's our main character. I don't want this name. It's not what you said. It's not what you said before. Oh, come on. It's just a story. There's no need to be so fussy. And so the story goes. Anyway, a protagonist needs an antagonist. An evil one at that. And our evil antagonist? Well, that's the dragon Narcissus. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land with the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess's realm remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus's plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So, in Narcissus's story, I'm the evil villain? Oh, that could be the case, were he the one telling the tale. Something like, and my plans would have succeeded if not for that blasted Princess Lyris and her mangy mutt Mori. Or something like that. No. I told you that it's just a story, right? Princess Lyris is just a character. She's made up. You're you, and you're real. I think this is Marianne talking to Anne. Don't get mixed up, okay? I don't get it. Oh, be patient. Stop cutting me off. Just let me finish the story first, all right? Now, where were we? Oh, I almost forgot. Our protagonist needs assistance. Princess Lyris, kind and beautiful as she is, must surely have a ton of friends who are willing to lend a helping hand. Let me see. Princess Lyris has a whole bunch of brave and loyal friends, like Al and Nay. Oh, that can't be. Come on, it's just a story. Anything is possible. In our version, Al and Nay are both friends with Lyris. Ah, yes. What was Lyris's other friend's name again? The little guy with the flaxen hair? He's not my friend. But Princess Lyris can be friends with him, right? I want to be friends with him too, so let's let him come along, shall we? What's his name again? All right, let's call him Kate. Yeah. Then Colonel Kate it is. I mean, he's always got that cool and aloof feel to him. Plus, he's always buried in books, so a rank like that really suits him. Well, there we have it. We've assembled all the characters for the story. The fearsome dragon Narcissus sought to destroy every kingdom upon the land, while Princess Lyris's realm stood strong and unassailable under the protection of her and her trusty friends. Yeah, I get it. And just as in those stories, the princess and her friends lived happily ever after, forever and ever. That's how stories end. Well, some stories. We've only just begun. We haven't even reached the exciting parts yet. Exciting parts? Of course. After all, why would Narcissus want to destroy everything? And how would Lyris protect everybody? Aren't you the least bit curious about that? Hey, I respect you considering these details despite it being a story for children. Knowing the ending is good enough, isn't it? No, well, sometimes. Well, that wouldn't be much fun, would it? The endings may seem alike, but the twists and turns in each story set them apart. Yeah, it's all about the journey. Just like our story, the lonely Narcissus coveted Lyris's treasure and envied her beauty and kindness. For they were what the dragon once possessed but later lost. As for the treasure that Lyris possesses, let's just say that it's time. You can see why they didn't give us this book before. Time? That's right. Al once told me, as I recall, that clocks are proof that people want to hold time in their hands. And Nay said that time always seems to be running out. And Lyris has been lonely for a very long time, hasn't she? If she has friends, if she could share her time with them, then she would be happy. So let's say Narcissus failed to invade Lyris's realm, for she had shared all this time with her friends. So when they fought him, they had more time on their side. That's why the dragon was no match for Lyris's friends. Think about it, Lyris. If we had more time, wouldn't we be able to do more things? For example, Al could strike Narcissus 3 or 4 more times. He'd be way stronger with more time. Yep, so that's how we're doing this. Don't think I don't recognize that line. And actually, most of these lines. I love it. Yep, so that's how we're doing this. Following that, Lyris's friends made use of the time that she had shared with them to thwart Narcissus again and again. However, the cunning dragon discovered their secret. Like a patient viper, he kept sending his armies to attack, depleting Lyris's time. Thus did Princess Lyris sacrifice much to protect the kingdom and help her friends win their battles. Over time, she forgot about her friends because she had given away her past. She no longer laughed and played with her friends. She'd given away her time in the present. Aw. One day, finally, the once cheerful spring water fell silent and gloom filled the skies with Narcissus's coming. His wings spread wide. Despite the valiant efforts of Lyris's friends in battle, the dragon was unstoppable, for she had no more time to share with them. The dragon soon arrived before the palace. In the final moments, Lyris gathered her friends, whose names she had no longer remembered, around her and entrusted them with the most precious thing in the world. It was a pure drop of water. Yes, as pure as you are. Oh, that's sweet. She said, "This is my future. Take it with you." Oof. She said, "Even if I and the kingdom become subject to Narcissus, it shall not matter, for my future shall lie with you." Oh, wow, that's actually a beautiful statement. Then she made them a promise. Even if we have lost our shared past and present, as long as we hold on to the future, the time will come again when we shall reunite, and the kingdom will shine again once more. At that moment, the dragon's army blew down the castle gates open with cannon fire. Lyris urged her friends to flee, which they did only with great difficulty and tear-stained faces. Now having lost her future, Princess Lyris, along with the tower she lived in, fell into a stagnant slumber devoid of dreams. So fell the last remaining kingdom of light. Lyris's friends hid in the darkness and endured hardships for a long time. Yet they remained hidden, or they remained united, bound together by the future the princess had promised them. Well, how do you find the story now? I don't understand. The past, the present, and the future, I don't get them either. We have no future after such a disaster. You see, Al is working hard to assist Lord Neville and secure our future. And aren't you, Nay, and Jack all striving together to create one? Together, that's how we've created much of our past, right? Now, we are united in the present. We can surely be together in the future, too. We'll share the burden of many sorrows and create many joyful moments, too. Yep, I know. What about the story, then? What happened to the princess? We'll have to save that for another story. I'm running short on time. Need to head back with that silly dog of mine. I'll share the rest with you next time. Oh, come on, don't be like that. All right, how about I come up with the beginning, and you tell me the rest next time? Let me think. A long, long time ago a long, long time in the future, in a place far, far away, there was a dark empire ruled by the fell dragon Narcissus. The princess he once yearned for had, together with the high tower in which she lived, plunged into a stagnant slumber devoid of dreams, thus remaining untouched by the evil dragon. This enraged Narcissus, so he sent out countless minions to scour the empire for her treasure. He also set up many defensive mechanisms using his baleful sorceries to prevent those on the side of justice from resisting him. He swore that he would reclaim the princess's treasure and awaken her, for only then could he claim her wholly for his own. There was a group of heroes who protected the treasure that the princess had entrusted to them. A clear, bright pearl of water. One day, a tiny life was born from this pearl of water. That's Anne! That's Anne! And what shall we call this life? Ah, what a pain. If I had known that this was how the story might go, I would have used your name here. Any ideas? Oh, so I think this whole story was one that Marianne told to one of the children who lived here. Oh. Now manifested into reality. So Anne kind of, from a certain point of view, is that little girl. God.